Welcome to DIY with Jerry's Garage. I'm Jerry. Of course I am. Why else would I be here? Anyway, today we're going to learn how to replace a ceiling fan switch in the ceiling fan you see currently above you. I'm going to show you actually the correct way to do it, other than I'm not going to turn the power off because it's not that necessary. Okay, although you should turn the power off to it, otherwise I'd have absolutely no light, and I'm old and fat and blind. So what we're going to do is my way, but turn off your electric anytime you work on electricity. Okay, do that or don't. I don't really care, but when you get shocked, don't blame me. All right, because when I get shocked, I don't blame you, do I? No, and it doesn't happen that often either. So there you go. Anyway, this fan, I don't know what kind it is, be truthful. It's here when we got here. All right, this thing is at least, it's over probably 11 years old. And it works fine. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just, I keep these long because I sit right here. You can't see that because the chair is moved and the camera is facing up. But this is for the light, a little light bulb, which is cool. And then I had a longer one for the fan because I don't have remote control for it. So I would just sit in the chair and be able to turn on the fan if I forgot before I sat down. That lasted for years, and eventually what happened was the chain just pulled right out of the switch. So there's nothing left to hook to, nothing up there, nothing. So I had a switch, and hold on, I'll show you. I had a switch, and this is it. Okay, I'll take it out of the package and show it to you. This thing, I don't know how long I've had this damn thing, be truthful. It's not even the right real color, but that's all right. See, that's what the switch looks like. And so, okay, and this part is the part that sticks out, which is over here on this one. Okay, you really can't see it, but this has to come off, this piece right here. Okay, so we're going to get started on that now. First thing I do is I loosen these, right? These are the globes here for this. I just took one of the bolts out. Gently do this. I'll first take out the bolt because otherwise the thing won't come out. And then you'll be sad. Okay, so bulb. All right, and then we're going to put this one back in, if I can find the hole, so that it's in there. Now, seeing as how you have this off, okay, it's a good time to clean these. And all I do is fill up the sink with some soapy water, put them in there, and then rinse them off, and they're fine. Okay, that works for me. And these are kind of yellowed. I don't know if they came that way or from age, but they are. And I don't really care, so yellow is good. Also, while you're on the ladder, it's a good time to clean the blades. The blades should be cleaned at least once a month, at least. Okay, because the more dust you get on the blades, the less efficient the fan is, the harder the motor has to work. Now, I have literally picked these fans up for like $5, okay, because either the light switch or the fan switch broke and it won't turn on anymore. Now, this particular fan is hooked up from the wall over there, and there's a switch. Also, I just leave the switch on so I control it with the chains. The problem is I had tried to turn it off from 3, the highest setting, and it ended up at 1 before the chain come out. So that's as high as it would go without the switch to fix it. So that was a problem. Anyway, now we get these off. Whoops. Here. Come on, you little... All right, yeah, these things are old. There's usually a rubber piece around here to protect the glass. That's starting to fall. I'm going to go put these. I get this light bulb is trying to be errant. Okay, I'm going to put these in the sink. All right, now that we have that, okay, the first thing we're going to want to do is pull this piece off here. Okay, so we are going to have to find, yes, there's some screws right here, which will require a wrench or a screwdriver. One of those two. Either one's good. All right, so I'm going to get a screwdriver because that usually works. Okay, so I got this ratcheting screwdriver I use. Now, some users, I have a step ladder here, but I'm tall enough usually to be able to do this because I'm like 6'2". Some users are shorter. Don't use a chair, okay? Go to the store, go to a flea market, go to a yard sale, find a decent step ladder that ain't all wiggly and raggly and everything, and use that. That's what ladders are made for. Chairs are not made for this. Please stop using chairs. You're driving me out of my skull. I don't know. There we go. Now these are small screws, so be careful that they don't fall. I have to check on something here real quick. I had to turn the water off. I'm washing the globes. Anyway, we're gonna. That one's already out for some reason, so that's good. All right, and then we just get this one and this whole bottom piece, as you can see. Now you can see why I took off the globes. There is no point in having all that extra weight as this comes down on there. Okay? None. Now, there's a piece of paper in here you can pull down. Okay, and you can pull out these wires to get them out of the way. Now I'm going to move you so that you can see how this is. Okay, this here is the switch. And up here where the chain comes out, there is this thing that just unscrews, and it's what holds this switch in there. Okay, so that now you could just pull it through and out. Okay, just like that. Okay, now there's 4 wires in this. They're different colors. Okay, so you got purple, we got gray, we got brown, we got black. Okay, you can't see that or the colors, but take my word for it. Okay, now you need to make sure that these wires get into the corresponding holes on the new one. Otherwise, you're running up to somewhere like our Walmart that has just enough to not have anything you need. They don't carry these at all for any fan they even have, and they're all about the same anyway. Okay, this is a 4-wire switch, which means 4 wires go into it. All right, so all I'm gonna do is take my handy dandy, I don't know, $5 wire strippers. All right, and I'm gonna cut one at a time. We're gonna start with the purple one. And why the purple one? Because the purple one is right by where the chain comes out, so that's easy. Okay, so we cut it pretty close because there's no point in saving this. It's no good. And then we're going to strip the wires. Okay, there we go. Now, here's the thing. In this, and I don't know if you'll be able to really see it, there are holes up in this black piece. You can see that one there. And there's 4 of them. Okay, there's 4 of them. There and there. Okay, now with that said, this goes in here with this part facing up, in like that, in through the hole. Okay, so I cut that purple one, and the purple one goes in the hole above the chain, this little chain here. And as you can tell, that works lovely. Okay, all right, so we need to get that in there, and hopefully I've cut enough wire off of here to where that will be El Butamuso. I have to see something here first of all. Yeah, goes up. That's what I thought. Okay, so let's get that twisted. You need to twist the wire to give it a little strength to get up and be able to get, there's a little clip inside that once you do this, it's not seems to be working, so I'm going to use my step ladder so I can see what the hell I'm doing. Plus, because I'm old, fat, and blind, I'm going to go ahead and clean my glasses for the first time in 6 months, because, you know, that's how I roll. You know, I see perfectly clearly when I can look at all my own fingerprints and be able to pick me out of a crowd. Yeah. Anyway, so we got them. I'm cool, ain't I? Yeah, I know. I am cool. Okay, we get our thing here. We look in here. Let's see. I'm thinking I'm wrong. Okay, so put that way. That's probably the problem. There. And I hate these kind. They should come with the wires already attached to make, hold on, wait a minute, top, there it is, okay. So, here maybe, I don't know. Nope. Why is this not working? Yeah. Okay. So here. Yeah, maybe we take a little more off. If you feel like you haven't taken off enough, just a small amount at a time, okay? Because you don't need this thing to be 70 miles long with bare wire, okay? You really don't need that. It just needs to be enough to get in there and clip in there and be beautiful. All right, let's see if we can. There's 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. Oh, don't tell me. And there. And there you have it, folks. Fixed-o, fixed-o. Now, we take the little end off of here, which, as I said, is the wrong color. So what we're going to do is use the old one, which is the right color. But you got to make sure it's going to fit in everything else because it's a different switch. But it should. Well, it's possible. I am not seeing it happening though. Oh, there it goes. Okay. So now, no harm, no foul. All right. So what we do is we work this around here like this and up and through. You got to put the chain through first. Don't forget that. You got to put the chain through first. Don't forget that. Stupid Chinese. All right. And there. And in. As far in as you can push it. Then we take our old cap here and we hold the back and we make sure it's in there correctly and we tighten it up. And vooly. Then you test it again to make sure none of the wires come loose. And as you can see, that's slow. Okay. Which, in this house, we don't use slow. Even though I am. Because I'm fat, we use high. And that's as simple as that gets. All right. And then there's 2. Okay. See, it's speeding up. That's how you know. All right. And then there's 3. Where we take off and to become the Wizard of Oz. It's beautiful. And I can sit in my chair, and between the air conditioning vent right there and that, I don't sweat, which is very important to me. And should be to you too also. And then we got one which will turn it off. Okay. Or actually turn it, yeah, I believe it'll turn it off, right? It does. It's nice. Okay, now it's time for wire stuffing. Okay, and you want to make sure you get all these up in here because and you got to make sure this stupid thing, I don't know why they put these in here, I guess to keep the wires from touching, but they're annoying as hell and they never go in the same way. First you got to find where the holes are. There it is, and put that in there, right? So that it lines up, and then get the little tiny screw that's way too small for anyone but a Chinaman, you know, and put that in there and hope that the holes are lining up, which, as per usual, they're not. And so you just bring it down a hair. There you go. And that should, and then try to get it straight. If you got small fingers, it helps. It does. If you have a flashlight around, that's usually helpful. There. Or a magnetic screwdriver is also good. I got 12,000 screwdrivers, but I don't have any magnetic ones. And I got 12,000 tips, and I don't have any magnetic ones. And it's really why my life sucks sometimes. I gotta tell you. Anyway, once you get it started, then you put that in like so until it's relative. It doesn't need to be over tightened, folks. It really don't. Okay? It don't. Now, for some reason, I've never done this on this one, so I don't know what. Maybe I have. But the good news is I lost one of the screws. So there's only 2. So we got that going for us. I think I have replaced the switch on this once. It was a long time ago. And now I only got the 2 screws, but there are 3 in most fans that I've ever seen. So, you know, you got to make sure you got all that. And then, for the last thing, okay, you want to test it again, because you just shoved a bunch of wires up in there. You want to make sure before you put all the globes and the bulbs back in that you didn't loosen up a wire or do something. So, I loosened up a wire and did something. Now I'm annoyed. Son of a... Okay, well, see, that's why you do that. off to find another screw. Oh, and that's it. If I hadn't lost a screw, it wouldn't have took that long. And I don't know what it was. All the wires were connected. I guess one was just kind of weird in there. So I switched the position of up and down on the switch and turned it sideways in there and screwed on the outside. And as you can see, it's working quite lovely. And we'll continue to, probably for the next 5 or 10 years or until the motor wears out. Because what I'm going to do is put this on remote control. I have ordered them. I'm going to show you how that's done. This one behind us is remote. I bought this at Walmart back when they were like $15. They are now, for the exact same thing, $30. We have one that I like a lot that's out on the porch that we have remote control to, that is very small, the remote part, and will fit up in that cowling against the ceiling, which is where it needs to go. Okay, and that way the switch will just stay on where it's at, and you use it with the remote. Be nice. Okay, anyway, but should the remote break, everything will be also nice. Now, anyway, I want to appreciate you watching this. Please like and share and subscribe and all that YouTubey stuff. I got some stuff down in the information down in the description for PayPal and Patreon if you want to support my channel. Sorry I ain't been around for a few weeks. My wife hurt herself. I had to take care of her, and there wasn't really a lot of time for running around doing this. She's starting to feel better, so that's why I'm doing it now. She's still in bed, but I'm out, obviously in the living room. Anyhow, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time on DIY with Jerry's Garage. Have a nice day.